The year is 1405. The Lahamm Archipelago is living a time of unrest. The war between Saria and England is raging. The defection of Commodore Henry Morgan led to the assassination of Queen Rada Hungary. King Henry IV, filled with hatred and pain for the loss of his wife, started to call upon every available sailor to join the war and retaliate against the enemy. In the middle of the archipelago, Aegeus finally declared his independence and now is looking to build a strong nation. On the other side, the end of the War of the Coin left the Republic of Calgary in desperate need, and Fredegar seems willing to help in exchange for territory and resources. But a new religious movement is slowly building inside of this old kingdom, threatening to break it apart. In the South Desert nation of Aegyptus, a civil war is threatening the commercial alliance with Apologise. If the leaders of those oligarchic nations do not put a stop to this madness, there will be no commerce in the future. Welcome. I'm Hunter Storyteller David, and this is Tales of the Forgotten Seas. A brand new show that explores the lives of a group of fantastic characters involving the vicious and complex stories that I created. Are they some swaggering anti-heroes? Strange, fascinating one? Maybe some social revolutionaries? Set sail with us in this fantastic world and discover the true meaning of adventure. Welcome back for another episode of Tales of the Forgotten Sea. TFS for short. Brand new tabletop roleplay game that we are playtesting in front of everyone, and we try to unfold a story. So far, what's happening is that our team tamed down a beast, an alchemical created beast. Find out that someone is smuggling creature in town, and apparently there is a chance they are not smuggling just to Whalebone but to Rock Hill. So, after a series of shenanigans between Jean, Riska and Hazel to get on board of the ferry, and you are discussing quite out loud what's the next step, what you're supposed to do, right in front of the door that leads down to the cargo hold, where you, Hazel, have seen Cervantes sneak down, and you discover that apparently he's a passenger, a paying one, that is transporting heavy cargo from Whalebone to Rock Hill. What exactly is going on here is still a little shrouded in darkness. But maybe what's happened next will shine some light on the event that are unfolding in front of your very eyes. But before we do that, we left one member of this small team by itself. He was sitting with the rest of the people and the passenger, enjoying what was a little bit of a scenario of the Chatterbox River. Very curious about two Sarpatas that was training to probably do some performance or show later on. And at the same time, he's wondering where the heck are his new friends. But the two Sarpatas have just finished their performance, and one of them is now standing up and is moving closer to the woman that I described before. The one that was smoking the pipe, looking back at the direction of the town where you came from. As soon as the Sarpatas started to move close to her, a massive black raven fly down and land on her shoulder. And he turned in the direction of the man that was just approaching and started squawking like the man is taken a little bit back by the action, and she's just pet the raven gently. Everything is okay, Dante. Everything is okay. Can I help you? Um, the Sarptas try to say something. Almost, it doesn't seem to find the right word. Ember, what are you doing in all of this?
The other rainbow snake is all by themselves,
Yes.
right? All right. I will keep my eye on the one who went up to the smoking lady, and I will go towards the other one,
Mm-hmm.
and I will try to position myself in a way that I can see them both. I have them both in my field of vision.
Mm. Okay.
I I go to the rainbow snake. I introduce myself. I bow deeply and theatrically, and I say, "Good evening."
The more slender figure is the one that was doing all the contortionism. Just wave casually the hand. Hi.
My name is Euphemius Riverbank, but you might know me by my stage name, Ember Beastbinder.
Oh, this is Gregory. My name is Peter. Uh,
Uh,
we are quite new on the scene. I don't have a big stage name, so probably you never heard of us. But we are the contorted cousin. I know it's a little bit mouthful, but
do you go? Are you going? Are you headed to Rock Hill for the festival?
yes, yes, we have. My cousin is trying to see if the lady is willing to patronage us.
Oh, you're looking for a representation.
Yeah, as I said, we are quite new. We started to do small show just a few weeks ago, and this will be our big break eventually if everything work well.
I go to the. I'm headed over to see the mayor of Rock Hill
Oh,
to
really?
talk to inform. Yeah, I want to. I'm here on official business. I want to inform him that our troupe will be attending the festival, so I can try to hook you up if you're good enough.
Oh, that would be amazing. Um, Gregory. Oh no, sorry. No, he's talking with the lady. I shouldn't. Um, listen.
Who is that lady, by the way? Do you know her?
Okay, not personally, of course. I'm not. Unfortunately, I don't have any connection with royalties or something like that. But she's, according to what my Gregory told me, she's a baroness. She is she's living in Rock Hill as well.
A baron, as you say. And what? Okay, she's coming back to her estate. All right. Do
Yeah,
you know her name?
Baroness Niham. I, I don't know her. You know, I know her surname. I don't know her birth birth name. So she's the baroness at the moment.
All right. And Gregory and
Peter,
remind me
Peter.
again. All
I
right. So
the one that does the contortionism. He's more like the strong man. He's usually lifting me, or and then I try to make myself in a bowl, and he throwing me up. Things like this.
and where you're from, Peter?
Bryyork, one of the few um, Highland of Kinnimore. Just we are in the area pretty much.
All right. And you just decided to leave your home and try to make it as contortionists.
But it's not just me. My mom was in the carnival when she was young, before she met my dad and they settled down. And so she passed some of her knowledge down to me, and my cousin has always been strong, and we were trying. In this world, it's difficult. Or you became a guard, or you became member of the Royal Navy, or you became a mage. And let me tell you, I'm agile and very, loose, but I'm not that smart.
All right. I want to roll to see if what he tells me is true.
So we want to roll an insight check, and that will go with your cunning.
Cunning, yes. All right, I don't have insight, so I keep one die.
Hmm.
Two and the five. I keep the five.
It seems truthful. It seems that he is telling you the truth and seems honest.
Yeah, look, Peter, you seem like a good guy, and I don't know your brother, but I want
Cousin.
to cousin. Sorry, I want to go find my friends. When we're in town, I'll try to look you up, and if during the carnival, I will try to get my boss to see your show, and if you're good, we can
Oh,
do something.
who is your boss?
That's a good question, Peter. That's a great question. I don't remember right now.
Vardis.
Yes. Damn, how did I forget this?
You are is the circus ringleader. You are in the circus with Rosalita, the card reader, Mark, the beast tamer. Then at the moment is taking care of lions, not like you, and other figures that we need to discuss, finish to discuss and settle up. But Verdis is your boss. Let's call it like that.
Yes, the ringleader of our troop is called Bardis.
Oh, and it's a carnival owner or or a patron.
No, it's a we got a full-on troop with the tents and everything.
Oh, oh wow, like a circus.
Yes, exactly.
Oh wow, okay.
We, we go around the islands, we tour, and we're always on the lookout for
New
new members that
talents.
can, yeah, new talent that can bring money into the troop.
That will be amazing. I need to tell this to Gregory. Can you wait me here for a second?
All right.
And he stand up. When he stand up, you realize it's quite tall. Because all of his limb and etc. make him like a very lengthy figure. He's trying to approach Gregory, then at the same time he's speaking with the woman that you now know as the Baroness Niham, and he seems very, like very careful, just to try to get into the conversation and such and such and such. And the two of them seems kind of quickly exchanging the information, and Gregory seems quite excited. And Peter comes back to after a deep bow in front of the Baroness. Then in all of this is still, she put down her pipe. There are still having a little bit of smoke coming out of it, and there is this massive raven on her shoulder that is still kind of looking at the people with a very, almost like evil eye, just staring down on everyone. When she seems actually very relaxed. In the meantime, she's speaking with Gregory. Peter comes back to you, and she's like, "Okay, so as soon as you finish to set up down in town, we were going to the Spike Lizard, the tavern is down in town, and we can meet you there.
All
You
right.
you can
I'll
you
try to find you there.
Yeah, no, you can't miss it. It's the only tavern in town.
Okay. So we might be there also.
Have you ever been to Rock Hill for the festival?
No, but I'm all about festivals, so I'm sure I have a great time.
I'm sure too that no, but we have been there a couple of times when we were young. It's a very nice place. They're doing it pretty much every year. This is the reason why we know about the Baroness. She makes sure that the festival goes smoothly, and she's part of the organization. And
All right.
Rock Hill is very small. It's there's going to be something like 30 houses in the whole town, and maybe another 20 warehouse for the farming equipment and the material that they are collected from agricultures around the area. It's a very, very small place.
Really?
Yeah.
So such a small place can afford a huge festival and a baroness
Oh no, because
and a mayor.
the Baroness is the one that started it.
All right, and the baroness is lives in Rock Hill.
Mm-hmm. Not in Rock
Yeah,
Hill, just outside town.
yeah, but still, it's like 30 houses,
Yeah, there are like 75, 78 people there.
and you're not suspicious about this.
I mean, it's Kinnimore. It's very small. small cities around here. What do you think Whalebone? How many people there live in Whalebone? There's probably around 200 people, 300 people there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very small village to have such a big festival. And
Oh
how
yeah,
can
I know.
a, a, what does the baroness do? How does she have money? Does she own the village?
Yeah,
So they pay her taxes.
I don't know. I mean, I think they pay rent.
Okay, that's taxes with extra steps. Okay,
I mean, I'm
all
not.
right.
No, I think the whole area is her. You know, is hers.
Really? Okay, all right. I have to go find my friends,
Okay,
but
I will see you
I will,
there.
yeah. And if I need anyone nimble and bendable, bendy,
Look me
whatever,
up.
all right, I will. And I leave to go see where everybody else is.
And in the meantime, you are doing this whole chat. As I described it to you before, guys, the handle that lead down to the cargo hold open. At the beginning, just a little bit. You can see this double door doing, and behind it, looking at you guys, you see the eye of what it looks like Cervantes, staring at the three of you.
Hello. How are you doing?
Are you guys following me?
Why are you
Hey, good
following?
sir.
No.
No, exactly. No, we're not. I was just taking. Remember Hazel?
Hi.
She had a job on this ferry. I was just taking her here. We're not following you. How are you doing? How did you get out of that? Last thing we knew, you fell into the water and you were gone.
Yes, convenient that you are having a job on the same ferry of mine. Really convenient.
We could say the
I
same.
had the job before you decided to go on that ship, so
And that's amazing.
convenient.
You open the door. That's very good. Friends, I was looking for you.
Oh, were you?
Oh,
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm
hello.
like I feel a bit side at the side. I'm like, hello. Nice to meet you. I'm also here.
And you are
Jonathan. John for
Jonathan,
sure.
of course. Cervantes. Uh, so, there was a little bit of a scuffle down at the docks. Unfortunate things happens. But everything good. I
So you're
smooth over
friends?
things with my boss, and everything is fine now.
So you guys are friends?
Yes, friends. Speaking of, are you eventually ready to meet my employee?
Yes, because we're friends but still unemployed. I mean, Hazel has a job, but I'm still looking for one. So, again, I thought we lost you at the docks, man.
Yes, I needed to fix a couple of things before coming back here and carry on with the job.
Right, what was that in the crate, by the way? That was
A
quite
failed
something, if you don't mind me asking.
experiment sometimes happens. My baby girl sometimes
Experiment.
come out nice. Sometimes they are a little bit unstable.
Okay. What would what's the experiment for? So if that's an experiment gone wrong, what does an experiment gone right look like?
That's a very good question. You're gonna
I
see it
know, right?
very soon. Don't worry.
One guy.
That, but with lasers.
Okay.
I want to roll an insight, an empathy roll.
Okay. In order to establish what?
I want to see. He seems
Mm,
very, very happy, even though we had that thing on the docks. And it's not normal to be that happy.
I mean, technically, is one of his beasts run away, and is being now held by the guards. But technically, that didn't happen nothing to him. But yeah, I can see why you're trying to understand his real intention or motivation if he's hiding something.
Yes.
I will say yes. You can roll me an insight check. It's a little bit higher on the difficulties, just so you know.
Okay. So it's
Because it's a little bit difficult to establish exactly. You guys didn't talk enough to establish exactly what he's lying about, if he's lying.
The thing is that I know from the captain that he seemed scared.
Mm-hmm.
He went out a bit like, crawling, like taking
Yeah, he was
a
very
sneak peek.
cautious when he tried to come out, and now he's like, hey!
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he still wearing the same clothes he was wearing at the docks situation?
It doesn't have the long jacket, but yes.
Okay.
There is a long shirt with some bandages here and there. It seems very old, very ruined. There is a spot of, hold and stuff that is being tried to wash away by still tainted the material.
I rolled a 6 and a 4, and the other 6 rolled the 4. So I have 14, I
A
think.
14. Very good indeed. Very, very good indeed. Is not sincere. You can tell that. Is happy to see you? Yes. Probably not for the reason you is telling you.
I just want to ask him if he has any more creatures around, if he's carrying them with him.
Yes. And he said this, closing the door behind him. It's now literally in front of you.
So we can't see them. I was really
No,
hoping we
they're
could see them.
surprise. I'm preparing them for the party.
For the
What
festival.
party?
The big festival at Rock Hill.
Are you
You said
gonna...
them?
Yes, them. I always have all my family with me.
Francesco's reaction is amazing.
You say them? Excellent reaction.
He just said family.
I know.
So what exactly do these experiments entail? Like what's the
Very
procedure?
curious
What
guy, Are you a
Sorry?
fellow alchemist?
I am, but also I cannot consider what just happened just like a regular Monday morning. It's not even midday, and we had a bit of a.
We got to think alike. What kind of brand of alchemist you're doing? I into mutations.
I am, matter of fact, I am.
Oh, really? Great. Have you started to create your own homunculus?
Not yet, actually.
I need to show you.
I'm more. Oh yes, please do, please do. I'm very interested in the process to getting to have one, actually.
What's a homunculus?
Not now. I need to carry on with my duties. Work first, Cervantes. Work first. Or my boss will be very, very upset, and we can't have that.
Do you need any help with the works, plural?
Yeah, but you need to talk with my boss first.
Your
Is he on
boss
board?
here?
Oh, no. He's coming. I need a couple of days. He's coming to show up pretty much right before the festival.
Excellent.
In Rockhill.
Yes?
So you have a home there that you're gonna keep all your creatures so they don't
Oh, no.
flow about the city.
Very good question, John.
We already
Ask him
have
about them.
some people going to help me out. Very strong laborers.
He's building golems.
So,
Are they locals in Rockhill?
I don't know. My boss provided.
All right. So you have your own employees that you
Yes,
use
but
to
why you
carry.
have these questions, guys? Are you looking
I'm
for...
looking for work, actually. That's why I'm asking.
Of course, for work.
That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out if you have anything that I can do for you, for money.
Yes. Do you play lullabies?
I do actually. How do you know?
It does actually.
I can tame even the wildest beasts using my beautiful tunes.
My little family is used to a specific lullaby that
Okay.
will calm them down. Are you interested to play this very old Ingetirian lullaby dedicated to Jenny?
What? I wrote a song that talks about a certain
You
Jenny.
silly one. That song is 100 years old. I don't think you are that old.
It is
But
true, it is
I'm
100
willing
years old.
to listen to you.
Okay, I can play it. You want me to play it now? I can play it very well.
Please.
Okay, I try to play it. Like,
And you see him taking it in.
okay, 6, 11 plus 2 from the storytelling.
And he listens. He seems pleased. Do you know, there is a missing bit. The
There
original
is?
bits of the song. I don't know exactly how it goes, but there is an extra bit of the song in the middle. They repeat some of the words.
I'll just try and play it again and repeat with the words as he's instructing.
Oh, no. And he open a satchel that he has on the side, and he take out a piece of paper and a quill. And he start to write things down. And you have seen him, instead of putting the quill inside the ink, he pinched his own tongue before starting to write.
So weird. That's one weird creature.
And he give it to you. And
Is it the song?
you can't read it.
Alright. I asked him if he could translate it to a Zeus, if possible.
Oh, sorry. For some of it, I wrote it down in Calgarian instead. Sorry.
Mediterranean. Something I can understand.
Absolutely. And you know the bits where the songs say that she's coming to get you and she will hold on you for a little bit of time. You know? She will keep you for a long time. It doesn't say that in the Calgarian version of it. They say she will make you hers.
But the Calgarian is a new interpretation, as I get. This is an all-Ingerian song, right?
Yeah, but we took it from how they use it in my country. So you wanna sing it for my children? You need to do it in this way.
I can't for sure sing it in Calgarian.
Yeah, that can be a problem.
Ingerian or Zeus can work. Well, I can play very good, so at least the tune is gonna be correct.
Maybe, what about this? Maybe John can play the melody and you, Cervantes, can sing the song in Calgarian.
That's a very good idea.
Okay.
Amber, you started to look around for the people, and the discussion it take it a little bit more longer than yours. So you finally show up, and you see them talking with Cervantes.
And I hear John starting to play the lullaby.
Yes, and as soon as you came out of the corner, you guys seen Cervantes just taking out a dagger. Sorry.
Whoa, you're ready.
Hi, friend.
Hello. Weren't you at the dock this morning?
Yes.
You are the one that threw bombs.
No, that wasn't me. No. You're
He
mistaken.
came down and he tried to put both of his hands around your face.
Go ahead. Guys, what's happening?
You have the wits of an alchemist. I can tell. We need to work together.
Okay.
He seems like a very nice guy.
I don't know what you say, sir. I'm a duck tamer.
Even better. I can give
What?
you... I can find a way to give you what you're looking for.
Okay, let's talk. Can you find me ducks?
Even better.
In a manner. Okay. Don't like that answer. Anyway, how are you guys? What are you doing with this fine gentleman, I guess?
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Cervantes. And he...
Oh, you are the guy with the thing. You are the master of the giant thing that tried to eat everyone.
Yes!
And there is more, and we're trying to calm them down with the lullaby.
But there is
Yeah.
more?
All of them. All the family.
And we're trying to calm them down with that?
No.
Yes.
They are already calm. They are sleepy. They are taking their nap.
They are here?
Yes.
They, right?
He point out at the door that lead to the cargo hold.
Okay, I have someone I want to meet. It's my bomb. Wait, where did I put this?
No.
Okay. So we're dealing with Cervantes
Yes.
because
And I like try to wink at Amber.
Okay.
So, Cervantes, the work, how much are you willing to pay for my
Wait,
services?
we're gonna work for you?
Yes,
Wait,
he's
why do I
going to
say we? He's gonna work
sound
for you.
for
Why
me
are you gonna work for him?
at the
Why are you
at the
talking so much?
festival.
You're gonna be in the festival,
Yes, we're going to make up a very nice show.
and things are gonna be with you.
This
Of
is going
Of
to be the
course,
course.
show.
they are the show.
You're very nonchalant about this.
Why should I be
Should you be
nonchalant?
very? Oh yeah. No, no. They should. They should be. Of course, they should be. I mean,
There is a
who wouldn't
problem
want?
here.
No, no. 5 meter giant praying mantises
There is a
with us
his
are
hand
great
going
for
to
the
on your
festival.
shoulder and he start to squeeze tightly.
No, I mean they say they're great. We tamed it. It's a very friendly creature. We hugged it.
Yes. Yes.
Please let me go.
And he squeeze a little bit more tight before releasing you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I hide behind the giant creature that is Hazel,
So,
and I say, so,
Everyone is hiding behind Hazel. It's so funny.
well, I am like 120.
John. John, right?
John.
Sorry, Calgarian accent.
Hmm.
Are you interested to donate a little bit of blood for your work?
Definitely not.
That's a bummer. I
Why
didn't
do
know
you need
that.
the blood?
Oh,
I,
this.
I,
Wait,
do- I
wait, wait,
don't.
wait, 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 wait. Why the blood? Last time blood was anywhere around those kind of creatures, like whole mayhem
Yeah, that's
broke
a
loose.
very good, interesting question, guys. Why you two had devil shark blood on yourself?
As I said, I'm an alchemist. I deal with mutagens, and I just
Of
happen to have
course.
some of myself.
Are
You
you?
didn't warn me I shouldn't carry some, so you
No,
know.
yes, silly me. I didn't know you were a fellow alchemist. Can you roll me a persuasion roll or a deception roll? I'll let you choose on the matter.
I'll go with persuasion with panache.
Yeah. In the meantime, is looking at you, Jean. It's not for me. The blood is an insurance that my boss wants. It's not a lot. Maybe like 5 drops.
That sounds like weird alchemical magic, weird stuff.
Yes.
I'm
That
not
No alchemy
quite.
involved. But yes, magic definitely.
No, I'm really sorry. I'm not. I'm very afraid of the people who use magic, and I want to stay as far away from them as possible. And
I'm
my
sure you're
blood is
afraid
not
of
for
me.
negotiation. Are you a magician as well as an alchemist?
Yes.
I take a step back.
Combine the two best things in the world.
Of course,
of course you do.
just like music and sleeping.
Someone will say music and sex, but that's a matter of taste, I presume. And
So,
it's like
do I
waiting
have
for
to
you
give
to
you?
laugh because he was trying to make a joke.
Of course. Haha.
Right.
Huh? Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'd rather not give you my blood. If I can't work for you without giving you my blood, like even a small thing, I could do, but no blood. No blood from me.
You need
I
to
don't know if the others
convince
are
my
inclined.
boss, not me. For me, there was no need for it. So, how much was your roll?
13.
Okay, he seems convinced by your words. You're not completely sure, but yeah.
But I'm not convinced either, so, you know.
So, we have our beautiful big lady here with no offense on the pig.
I'm taking.
We have our fellow alchemist who will sing and he stare at you, Ember. The bomb maker.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
The bomb maker.
Oh, the I
Yes.
guess.
Are you
I
interested
said
to
I'm a duck
perform
tamer.
some pyrotechnics?
Excuse me, what? No, no, you have it all. You have it all wrong. I'm not a bomb maker. I tame ducks. I already told you. I'm a beast master, beast tamer.
But you throw bombs all the time. And you juggle with bombs.
I look at him.
I smile at you.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So there seems to be a misunderstanding between you guys. When you finish to clear up, If you are interested, I maybe have a position for you. If you are a bomb maker. Otherwise, I already tamed this by myself. Thank you so much. Bye. And he turn and he opened the door. And you literally just go down to the cargo.
Oh.
Unless you
Nice.
guys stop it, you close the door behind him and you hear cluck,
You hear what?
cluck,
A lock.
lock.
Because I heard you hear a duck, and I was
No,
very
no,
weirded out.
the clacking of the lock.
Right.
All of you can roll me a perception roll based on your sense of smell.
All right. So it's panache, right?
Yes.
6.
We have a 6,
8.
5.
8, 5.
So I got 3 6s.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
28, 34, 32.
32. Okay, it's a super critical result. Take a critical
Nice.
token.
Thank you.
So,
The captain is on board and Cervantes gets arrested.
Jean, for a second, the moment the door closed, there is like movement of the door, like give you a whiff of smell coming from down below. The smell is a mix of sweat, animal residue, and a smell that you know.
Mhm.
Something that you have smelled before on the specific kind of ship.
Okay.
You have a glance. It's just a quick second. The light that shine through give you a glance of what it looks like a cage in the darkness. And you see for just a moment a silhouette. You have the same smell. You don't recognize exactly what the last part of it seems to be like. But the glimpse of what you're looking down there, for a second is like you see those two white pearly eyes, grey skin, almost no feature, of what it looks like an husk in a cage.
Husk in a cage. Oh.
The slave race, the one that you call, commonly known as husk. There is a weird things about that husk. You have seen slaves in your life. A couple of them actually live at the circus. You don't treat them as slaves, but they are usually do manual labor close to everyone else. This one had horns and scales around the neck. Was just a glimpse. So when the door closes, you're not even sure what you have saw.
I turn around and I say, "Why are you working for that guy? Who are you?"
What are you referring to?
Everyone.
No, I just met him.
We're
I
not
just,
working for that guy.
yeah, we're not working for that guy. I just
He
offered my
said you
help.
were working for him.
Well,
He
he
said
said a
many
lot of
things.
stuff.
Okay, let's
Yes.
not talk about this in front of his door. Let's move away.
Thank you.
Good idea. Very good idea.
So you guys are started moving away. Where you going? Because the ship is not massive.
So I think we're gonna go at some side and I'm gonna play some light music so our voices are not heard around.
If you play music, people are gonna gather around us.
I don't think so because before when I played music, they heard they listen to the music, like it's a background music for the trip.
Okay.
I get. I'm not really sure, David. Please.
Okay, so everyone is gathered on the bow or the stern of the ship. So front or back. Most of the people are at the stern of the ship. There is less people on the bow of the ship, but there is also where the entrance of the cargo hold is situated. Just so everyone knows where you are and what's going on.
All right.
Port side, so is left, and starboard, that is right, are at the moment a little bit more empty. But also
All right.
there is this small space that connects the two parts where the rest of the ship, there is an area inside where you can stay. There are chairs and such that you can use. So people are divided between the inside and the stern of the boat. And when you were playing, yes, some people were listening, some people were looking at you, but there was no gathering because you are there. Like they are literally in front of you. They don't need to move in order to listen to you.
Okay, so if I get this correctly, in the middle of the boat, like where the chairs are, there's not a lot of people, so you can just. And
No, most
since
of the people are
there's
enjoying
loud
the
noise from
outside.
around. because the river is the chatterbox. So probably they won't be able to hear us. So there's no need for me to play.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just sit at the chairs. Like, then no one can hear us.
So, please, carry on.
Okay. We're not working for the guy. Okay?
So why
Amber,
did
you
he
need to
say that you
understand,
work for him?
because we are entertaining the guy. You need to understand that I need Cervantes to get to someone else that I'm looking for, which is Charles Vane. And the only reason we're entertaining someone like Cervantes, which otherwise I would very much like to throw overboard, is because he said he can take us to Charles Vane. He can take me to Charles Vane, which I need to find. That's the only thing. We're not associated with him. We're just really entertaining him.
All right.
The idea is to get close to in order to get more information.
More information about who?
Charles
Vane,
Vane.
Okay. Who's that?
a smuggler,
All right.
a big smuggler boss, let's say,
And Stum is also known as the Cruel.
and the killer, yes.
Okay. So what are we gonna do about the giant mantis army that he wants to unleash in the festival?
He said he's going to use it as a zoo, not unleash it. I do not think these animals are the main concern. The main concern is going to be that Charles Vane is going to be there. And Charles Vane is a smuggler. He's going to be smuggling something big using the festival as a front. Maybe the animals and the creatures are the front. There's going to
But
be some.
also those creatures might be a bit of a problem. Like look what one did. Like we just managed to get by. Imagine at a festival, like that could be absolute chaos.
Also, what did he
If
say
I-
that? Sorry.
If anything, Ember, I would argue that staying closer to someone like him can actually help us control what happens with the creatures. I'd rather like be there and be able to do something that ignore him completely and find out the wrong way, if that makes any sense.
It
And
does, but it's like being the center of the hurricane. But did he say something about the lullaby?
yeah, he said that the lullaby calms down the creatures.
What?
Which we knew
Why?
already.
Yeah, when you're already, because I already tried it. By the way, I don't know why they keep telling me that this is an old song. I just had it in my head,
I mean, it
and
is.
I just wrote it. I
They,
haven't heard it before.
I'm not sure that you did. They were singing about it in my village for like at least 3 generations.
In a chaos.
Yes,
It's the first time I heard it. I heard it
like
for the first time when I played it.
I'm terrified for that song.
So
They
I
were,
grew up with that lullaby.
Hey, my parents used to sing it with me. Like that's nothing new, I'm sorry.
yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
for me too.
I got sick, like very sick, and they were singing that song when I was sick as a like a cleansing thing, and I still can't listen to that thing.
I'm really sorry. Didn't want to upset you. But it seems it's the key to calm the creatures. And why does everyone know that song? How
Because
didn't I? How did I not know this song? That's the most confusing part for me.
that is the most confusing part.
I'm as confused as you are. So, to get away from
Right.
the song, yeah. So, Charles Vane, smuggler, big money, very much a criminal, a very cruel criminal, someone would say.
I
Of
need to
that
go.
kind,
I need to
yes.
go see something. I leave them.
Can you tell us what you're going to do,
I just leave them.
please?
Uh, David,
He's gone.
I want to find some place that I'm alone.
Alone. You need to. So, on top of where you are, there is the area of the ship where is the wheel, and the captain overlook pretty much everything that's going on. And it's almost like a small cabin, and on top of that, there is the roof, then no one is there. And that's pretty much the most alone place in the whole ship.
All right, I
But,
go
but
there.
we
it's
can see
both.
him from on the
There
roof.
is no, there is no like, unless you're looking for the poo deck where you're going to close yourself in.
No, I go there. I go there.
Okay, so you need to climb a little bit. It's not a difficult one, but I want you to roll. Actually, you know what? How much do you have in acrobatic?
Nothing.
Okay, how much do you have in muscle power?
Nothing.
Brawn? Nothing.
Give me a second.
Why no?
Brawn 2.
2.
Don't fall into the water.
Okay, it's a little bit difficult, but after a couple of unlucky moments, you just pull yourself up, and you are now alone on top of the ship.
I take out the note from my ringmaster, and I want to see if it has a seal.
There is the envelope that has the seal, and the envelope is closed.
Yeah, it's closed with a wax seal.
Yes.
Damn it! It's simple wax, or it has an emblem on it.
Yeah, it's the emblem on the wax.
Yeah, the mayor won't know the difference. I break the seal, and I read the envelope.
Okay, what you're looking for inside? There is a lot of papers and a lot of documents and such.
I want to see what is the deal with the ringmaster and the mayor, and I want to see if I want to see the documents, because I want to understand if I can somehow try to convince my ringmaster not to come to this ceremony, to the festival.
Okay, you know, and they send you ahead because they want you to make the deal. But in order to do so, you make sure that they have enough time. They will probably come right after. So they are probably a couple of days behind you, already heading towards this direction.
Yeah, but I don't want them to be on the island. Ugh, okay.
How you stop
You know
them?
what?
That's the problem. You can't call it.
Okay, I will cross that bridge when I get to it. I put the envelope back in my vest and I go find the guys.
Okay, so just so you know, because you went through to find some information. There is a bureaucratical jargon that you pretty much get bored reading it. But the thing is, to make it short, you rent a space inside the festival to put up tent. The festival is going to be for a week. You're going to perform every evening during the week. They are going to pay the fee to be there, but every people that come in and pay the ticket will be, for the circus, with a fee of the 10% that will go to the festival itself.
All right. When I get back, I'll just say, okay. So what are you guys are planning to do?
But before they answer to you, in the meantime, the handbook just disappeared because you're not reading this in a couple of minutes. It's going to take you good
Yeah,
half an hour. What you guys are doing?
I think we need to make a plan. Okay, so actually, Casey, first of all, are you
Yes.
willing to follow through with what we're looking for with Salzburg?
I
Are you
am.
interested?
I'm willing to help Riska. That's why everything started anyway. But I am very, very reluctant at, giving my blood. That's one thing I don't want to do.
Excuse me, give him?
My blood.
Of course, I understand this. I agree completely. What I wanted to add is these guys, these Salzburg, is probably smuggling or creating creatures. From what I get, he's an alchemist and a wizard or sorcerer, whatever he calls himself. He uses magic. And he's probably taking innocent creatures and putting them together to create new ones.
I don't think that he is doing that. I think that he's using others to do that. I mean, Cervantes is the alchemist.
Yeah, I'm afraid Cervantes is doing the thing. That's what I'm saying. Cervantes is creating those creatures, but Charles is paying Cervantes to create these creatures with magic and alchemy. And you said something, a word that I think I've heard it before. You said homunculus, Rivka?
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. Cervantes did.
Cervantes, but you were talking something about the homunculus. What's a homunculus? Is it one of the creatures?
A certain stage of alchemy. One of the things that an alchemist can do is to create a construct, an homunculi or homunculus, that is a creature without will, except the will of his master, that is not technically alive, but is a servant, and it does, is like a kind of a slave slash familiar of the alchemist,
Oh, husks.
like husk.
Okay.
Artificial, yes.
Okay.
So there is something that I'd like to put out there. It's not something that we can do now because Cervantes is basically fortified below deck. But just so you all know, first chance that we get, I would very much like to get to is tools, instruments, ingredients, to see what he's up to, and to grab some because I don't have much of myself at the moment, and they could turn out to be very useful because I can do stuff with that kind of ingredient.
It's either two
I
Again.
things.
understand that.
Sorry?
What did you say, Hazel?
I understand that.
What I was going to say is like, I think there are two options. We either neutralize Cervantes before or after we meet Charles Vane.
Okay. What are the odds that we actually get to Charles Vane if we neutralize him before that?
Charles Vane is coming to Rock Hill anyway.
Yes, what I was going to say is like, Cervantes is just a tool. He's probably having his own plans. Cervantes might not even know those plans. He keeps referring to him not as Charles or as a friend, but as boss the whole time. So that
I
means
do. Go on. Sorry.
that just means he's just a small part in a bigger picture. So Vane will probably look for something more, for someone else to help him.
There is, of course, one thing that Cervantes said. Why were you carrying shark blood with you? Which means that he knew that this wasn't our blood and we were lying.
We didn't get a chance to lie, to be fair. So
We did.
that's how we
though.
managed to lie now.
What's with the blood? Explain.
We did tell him that you told us to have blood, so we brought blood.
You
I
brought
did not remember that. Yeah, so basically we had this whole thing, like he just asked you to give like a sample of blood. We thought very intelligently, I must say, that if we would come to the appointment with our blood already taken and give that, we would actually save us the trouble of giving our blood and not knowing what they would do with it. So we ended up stealing shark blood from the docks and delivering that. Well, not delivering that. That's actually what caused the whole
so that's
agitation on the docks. Yes.
Okay, now everything makes a lot of sense. Okay, even I surprised myself saying that this makes a lot of sense. But either way, that's gonna make a song.
Probably, yes.
But to the matter at hand. So, Riska, you do work for the name, right? Don't you
I
have
do,
a
yes.
few strings you can pull for people to have reinforcements?
We are not going to. At the moment, no one's knowing where I'm going, unfortunately.
So you are like a Navy spy.
The thing
Sort
is,
of, yes.
what is it that you want to do? You want to work for that guy? You want to arrest that guy? What is it that you want to do? You want to know what he's
Cervantes?
doing? No, the other guy, the villainous guy.
Right.
Oh, my mind right now is just to gather information about it, to be honest.
Okay.
So we're on the same page.
We know, so I'm basically told is organizing something big. We have no idea what it is, and I have to find out.
Okay, now forgive me if I'm being naive because I don't know how these things work. I'm just a warrior. But can't you, create something and make Cervantes spill his guts?
I probably can, but I don't have the stuff to do it, unfortunately. That's also why I want to get to Cervantes stuff. Because I just got off a ship yesterday, almost got mugged, almost got killed on a dock, and my pockets are semi-empty at the moment. Been quite the week so far.
Yeah, I get that. I feel it.
And the easiest thing for me to gather alchemy materials is, unfortunately, from another alchemist.
Or
So-
an apothecary shop that you don't have right now and at your disposal.
Probably Rock Hill will not have an apothecary shop with 30 houses. Okay,
So
so
it's a festival, maybe, it attracts all sorts of people. I mean,
the way
it
I see it, we need to make friends. We need to find people that we can trust in Rock Hill in order to, listen to stuff, know stuff, talk to people. Do you understand?
I do capish, yes.
Okay, so that's a plan. I think we got a plan. But and maybe find a way to approach whoever is organizing the carnival festival thing, the mayor maybe. And Ember can help us with that because he knows the mayor. Or he has to talk with the mayor either way. But without revealing to the mayor the plan, the thing that we know Charles Vane is going to be there. Because maybe the mayor is also with
Involved.
Charles Vane, involved with Charles Vane. Rich people most probably are involved in all this. Because the criminals make their money out of rich people.
Or for the rich people.
Or for the rich people. Indeed.
Or they just overlap, yeah.
You don't know. That's the problem. You don't have a clear idea what is the true intention of Mr. Vane and what Cervantes is being paid for. You know that for now.
Yeah, we make assumptions.
Yeah, no. All fair assumption are just telling you a little bit about, situational speaking, so you don't guys like follow immediately a pattern. It's like this, and maybe it's not.
The butler did it.
Of course. It's always the butler.
So, you stay there. The plan started to get a little bit of a shape, and you started to think about what's the next course of action. When a very quiet, very serious Ember seems to walk back in, looking for you guys, with a face that it didn't have so far. It was always like super happy, super cheerful, super active, and now it seems a little bit almost like his light is dimmed down.
Ember, are you okay?
I offered him a cigarette.
Sorry, my dog was barking. You know, I haven't found a single duck these days, or a geese, and I'm trying to become a beast tamer, right?
Maybe this river goes out into a lake in Rock Hill, and maybe the lake has ducks. So look on the posters. We are in a river.
Thought we were on a ship. Okay,
We're on a ship in a river, a boat ship.
on the ship,
Sorry.
not ship.
Did I say boat ship? Oh my god. Riverboat.
What's with ducks in particular, if you don't mind me asking?
I want to train them. Okay, first of all, ducks are vicious. Ducks will mess you up. Or geese, which are worse. They have teeth. And I want to ride them.
How are you gonna
I
make
get that, but here's another question. So this Cervantes guy is up to no good and is creating creatures that eventually, when he's gone because he gets arrested or whatever fate he goes into, will need place to stay. Why not one of those creatures over all those creatures? If you can ride a duck, you can sure ride what we had at the dock.
I like that idea. You know what? If he has any of those mantis things, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna stop speaking there. And yes, I like your idea.
I was gonna say another thing. Give another idea. He said he's going to be staying somewhere with the creatures, but why don't you offer him the creatures to be, having a piece in the circus?
What?
To use the creatures in the circus.
Because
In
I'm not gonna put my people in danger.
You think they're gonna be dangerous? I was thinking more of like.
You asked me if I think that the 5-meter long mantis who spits acid is dangerous.
You are a beast tamer. You're supposed to be taming these things.
I used 2 bombs.
So you use those bombs. Aha!
You were there.
I was a bit. I was looking for my sword, okay? I wasn't paying attention to you.
And 2, because on it, like with 1 you missed, so just 1.
Okay, that's fair enough. But I'm not gonna intentionally bring my people near those creatures. I like my crew.
Of course.
They're good people.
I didn't think it
You
would be
maniacs. I thought you were good guys. You were asked to save babies, for God's sake.
Who says babies?
You were asked to save the babies. I was with you, and you told me I need to go save the babies. And I asked which babies, and you had left. And I followed you, and I found a 5-foot mantis shrimp.
Technically, a lizard centipede. That's okay.
That I'm always gonna call them that. Anyway, so we're trying to figure out when is he going to unleash those creatures in the townspeople, right?
Why are we considering he's going to unleash the creatures?
Because he said so.
No, he's gonna keep them like a zoo. That's his
Yeah,
thing.
he didn't say anything about unleashing.
He has a weird
show, though.
zoo.
He said he wanted to do a show about them.
Right.
Keep
Oh yeah,
them in
the
cages.
Yeah.
And the guy creeps the hell out of me, so it doesn't really sound like Zoo
Thank
for
you.
Children kind of show.
Thank you.
That,
And
that's the fair
you all
point.
and you all told me that he works for a very shady guy and that he always wants blood. Yeah, that's not a red flag. Obviously, that he's a very sane guy who touched me in the face.
No.
Jesus.
I never said he looks like a sane guy or a normal person, for that matter. I'm just saying I don't think the plan is to kill people and to feed the people to the beasts.
Fair, but let's go with that assumption, just to be sure. And if anything, if nothing happens, nothing happens. That's the best of both cases.
In order for him to be apprehended, there needs to be evidence of.
I don't say we apprehend him. I say we move on with the assumption that he wants to hurt people with the beasts. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think he's going to have them to show, like what you say. He's not going to be a kiddie ride, like, yeah, come on, little Timmy, ride the giant venomous thing. It's not going to eat you, it's just going to smell you.
And for what I get, I don't think he creates the same stuff twice. I think he made like different creatures trying to create the good one. That's why he said the failed experiment.
Yeah, but what does good mean? Like
That's a very good question that you have to analyze. I am in no way an alchemist or have any idea about how alchemy works.
Why you
is
have to
is
analyze that? I
it
thought you were a thief.
He's an
me?
alchemist.
I'm mutagenist as well.
He's an alchemist, yes.
What the fuck? Sorry. Okay, so you're an alchemist, good. That kind of alchemist or another kind of alchemist?
Yes.
That kind of good.
It's like talking about a white black.
No, I mean I assemble concoctions that can change things and give you different characteristics, but I tend not to assemble creatures that are not meant to be.
Together.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you know what? I am trying to calm down that poor little creature that is Ember right now.
You're trying to calm down Ember.
Yes, I'm trying to calm down Ember.
I mean,
Pretty much.
just play the lullaby that he's so
I
loud.
mean, look at this. Look at this from my perspective. I wasn't in front of all the major conversation about this specific matter that happened.
Yeah, of course.
So
It's very funny.
everything is new for me, and you're all very chill about. Oh yeah. He creates those giant centipedes, and he wants to create another thing. And I'm like, what?
It's like you're always missing. You're always away on the right time.
Yes, exactly.
Well, stop living by yourself.
Speaking
I'm like, wait.
Speaking of things that are going on around you guys, not to interrupt, but just to make sure that story goes along. Evening starts to come. It's starts to be late afternoon, and in few hours the sun will reach the horizon. It's not Food is not being provided on the boat, but you have seen a lot of people unwrapping something that look like pies. Removing the top part, eating the inside, and throwing away the pastry because it is almost used as a container more than anything else. Modern time, the pastry is also being eaten. Ancient time, it was literally the container for the food, and you were keeping the pastry in your pocket. So, as you can imagine, it wasn't not the most healthy after a long day of work. You see a couple of families eating up, some people just chit-chatting, and a very light rain started to pour down outside. Not heavy that you say you're going to get wet, but they're almost like, when the sprinkles just
Like a drizzle.
drizzle out water, and it seems like to surround at the beginning everything and make the temperature drop a little bit, and the horizon and the weather around you, the lights around you got a little bit more grey. And Hazel, you hear the captain calling for you.
I'm going upstairs.
When you reach to her, she points something ahead in the river. And it seems like everything is fine except for a little bit of mist. Then it started to be almost coming from the side of the river in the middle of it. Very fast. Darling, there is a chance that there's going to be trouble ahead. Just in case, stay there, bow side, make sure then everything is good. And if you notice something like rocks or anything, or just shout, and I will move port to starboard just in case. And that's it. That's what she's asking you to do. Do you comply?
Of course, I have a job to do.
At the beginning, except for the mist that seems to cover pretty much everything, you don't notice anything in particular. The ship's proceeding on the water, straight ahead, quite. The speed is being reduced a little bit just in case, and you can still see 40 to 60 feet ahead. You can easily shout something if you have any problem. And I need you to roll me a willpower roll. Pure traits, no exploding sixes, just as it comes. And the number of dice equal to the number of dots, so you keep all of them.
I rolled a 12.
28, 28,
Well,
No, 12.
12. Sorry. I was like, what? Really? That was a very good roll.
No, no.
You're pretty sure that there is some starboard on your right side, at the edge of the river. At the beginning, you don't make it out, it's just a vaguely shape. And just for a second, you're mesmerized by this vision. There is a very tall figure. You can't see it. It's probably something around 10 feet tall. And he has those very long hair. The mist make everything like a haze. There's no particular detail that you came up. And those very, very long arms, thin, with long hands, long fingers, clawed. And he's holding hands with children's. They are playing around. You can count 1, 2, 5, 6 of them. And you not completely sure if it's the sounds of the crushing water around you, or if you hear those kind of a crystalline laughter of children playing in the distance, and they disappear.
Very nice.
You have just enough to, like, what the heck have I just saw, and you hear the voice of the captain calling you once, twice, 3 times. Hazel! Hazel! What are you doing?
Well, I'm getting out of it, and I'm turning around to see the captain.
Darling, are you okay? I called you like 5 times already.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I saw something, and I was trying to make sure.
Something? Okay, okay. So nothing to report.
No, nothing.
And as soon as you say this, you're looking at the captain, and just for a second, it's like, boom, and he's there, and he's not there anymore. The same lengthy figures is behind the captain. There's long hair like kelp, and he's pointing with a finger at you. And you blink, and he's not there.
Okay. Is this creature, in my mind, anything like that monster that the parents were describing me when they were singing the lullaby?
Yes.
Okay. Very nice.
As description that you remember for your days of childhood, Jenny Greenclaw have weeds and plants and kelp growing all over her body, from her body, like a sign of her aquatic nature. But is also she's described as this green, very tall figure with long arms and long green claw. There is one thing that it was always in the description that you didn't see, is the rotting, vicious teeth and elongated and long tongue that came out of her gaping mouth. But the thing wasn't raising her head, it was just raising a long, bony finger in your direction.
We out of the mist?
And the mist slowly start to disappear. As it comes, the rain started to fade out. And the mist started to open to a more cleared sky, cleared environment around you. And the wind started to slowly push everything away. And you realize that probably a few hours already have passed, because the sun is already down to the horizon, and there's now everything is covering with this kind of orangey glow of the evening that comes. And for you specifically, not the rest of the people on board, just for you, it seems like everything went this. The rest of the people were chatting, enjoy yourself. You guys have seen Hazel out there looking out. She was there for quite some few hours. Sometimes shouting with the captain, sometimes they were talking. But after a little bit, you kind of lost interest because she was doing her duty, you were just traveling. So unfortunately you don't witness any of this. The month is already past. Today was the last week of Oshi, the month that is the ancient time, the reference to the end of farming season and the warm season to indicate the coming fall and winter. This is the last week of it. And you are getting close to the last day of Hoshi. Up there is the beginning of Shamari, named after the Shaman Day of Ingetirian tradition. It's considered the darkest day of the year, and is where the sunlight is barely perceived even during the day, and the 3 moons of the sky are always visible, no matter what, even the black one, Osh. And they seem to almost cast a shadow all over the archipelago. This is the beginning of the darkest time of the year, and in few days there is going to be the shorter day of the year, and the most dark one, that for some of you is just an holiday. For some other, reminds you of horrible things happened in your past. The thing is, especially in Ingetir, is also when the gate that divide the natural world with the world of the Fatwas and the fairy folk and the changeling, those gates, those walls get thinner, and things that are not supposed to walk around the mortal realm start to come in. Rock Hill is probably the smaller city of this island. It's connected to the port of Whalebone through the Chatterpond River, and he built it on the right side of what is called the Chatterpond Lake. But it's also the city that hosts most events during the year, such as the annual Red and White Bloom Festival, that is all around flowers and berries, or the Flower Boom, also known as the Pyrotechnical Festival, that happens during summer, where the most amazing pyrotechnicians around Ingetir come here to show off their explosive device and how art can be made out of them. And apparently, during what you guys know as the winter, the Shaman Monster Festival. That is coming closer in the next few days. When you guys finally seems to have reached Rock Hill, you realize that you didn't do the first stop that the captain was telling you. You didn't approach anything else. You went straight here, almost like she forgot. When you finally enter from the Chatterpond to from the river to the Chatterpond Lake, you realize that the lake is quite big, quite massive, and is also literally built almost in a curve that goes up towards the mountain, probably towards the more inland to other cities. And from your point of view, entering to the Chatterpond Lake, you see that on the right side there is this small town that seems to have also some artificial small river, let's call it them like that, more canals that help to clean up everything, and they are also connected to the main lake and to the river. The entire little city is built pretty much on the main road. There is a church, or they look like a tavern, and maybe a school? You're not completely sure. The evening started to make everything look like pretty much the same. And there is a lot of houses that goes around. Maybe one of them is an emporium. And the road seems to carry on close to the lake, to a little bit on a hill. And on this hill, then is slightly higher than the rest of it. Almost like a giant came with a sword and cut it the top. Someone built a mansion, very in tone with the Ingitirian style, with those very pointy roof, and in this case, a couple of towers on the side. You also notice this. They're still on the right side of the lake, but most also on the right side of the town. An entire area is being cleaned up, and now there is a lot of tents and a lot of temporary building that are being builded as you guys walking past. This is probably where the festival is going to be. A lot of people kind of excited to come back home or to finally have reached their destination started to stand up, collect their things. The two cousins that you spoke with, they seems to rush by you in order to get out as soon as possible to take the best spot, because as they told you, there is only one tavern in town. So how all those people, where all those people are going to stay if they have so many visitors? Where they're going to sleep? They have some kind of arrangement? What's going on here? Also, when the ferry stops at the dock, you guys notice that there are something like 20 people waiting. Some of them seems to look at the ferry with like with intent, and some of them are just more casually waiting for maybe some of the people calm down. Maybe family has started to reunite. You also notice a chariot with 3 horses and a servant waiting outside. Finally, the gangplank is being put down. Easily, you are being asked to help with the maneuver. The captain give you a little satchel that contain the amount of money that you're being asked for, and you just for a moment wonder, that was it? I wasn't supposed to carry on until the end of the trip. And the captain is almost like in a haze, like she give you the money, she pat you on the shoulder, and she say, "I will see you later, darling," and she just go back inside. And even when she goes inside, she's stand at the door, just looking around, like almost wondering where she is. She just shake her head and disappear behind the door. As I said, people started to get out. You see people hugging, people say hello, people just rushing through the streets. This place is not heavily built. The road is pretty much just dirt that is being, people have stepped on it so many times that now it seems almost like a road. You don't see children at the moment, probably because it's the evening, but there is few adults going around, and down to the street, almost quite visible from where you are, there is one of the buildings that has still the light on, and there is carousing sounds coming out of it. Probably the tavern, the Spiky Lizard, or at least that's the name you are being told. The figure that you know as the Baroness seems to wait until everyone disembark, and she follow when just at the end. What are you guys doing? For now, no sign of Cervantes, or at least it doesn't seem to be coming out from the cargo hold.
Very weird. But everyone else is off the ship, right?
Yes.
Riska, you should just
We go knock.
be my guest.
I go below deck and knock on the cargo doors. Hey, Cervantes, we're here, coming out.
No answer.
Another round of knocking.
At the second round of knocking, the door just.
Oh my god, I rushed to them. I rushed to him.
Just the door, no Cervantes inside?
No, the door just literally opened a little bit.
Okay. Then I kinda have to stick my head inside and say, Cervantes, are you there? We're in Rock Hill. Are you coming out?
No answer.
Oh.
Are there any sounds coming out of the door? Any smells?
Yeah, there is some smell, yes. But
Is
it's
there any
less
lighting out
intense.
there?
It's less
I didn't hear you.
intense than
Less intense.
the sniff you had before.
So maybe it's empty. You should go check it out.
Exactly. So not just sticking my head in, I'm just going through the door, calling for Cervantes every step I make. So
Why are you
op-
listening to him?
You open the door and you notice that there are some lantern inside. Give out small lights, and the entire cargo hold is empty. And on that, we close the session for tonight. And that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe. And I see you out there. Just a couple notes. The Tales of the Forgotten Sea game system is not ready yet. We are working on it just to improve it and make it better. One day it will be released, and we all can play it together. Thanks again. Be kind to each other, and see you next time.